in our country. America was founded on liberty and independence, and not government coercion, domination, and control.
All right, welcome back. President Trump last week denouncing socialism during his State of the Union address. Still, even while Venezuela crumbles under failed socialist policies, we are seeing a lot more people in this country calling for an adoption of this political philosophy. Our next guest says a flirtation with socialism usually starts in college. Emma Meshell is with Campus Reform and joins us now live to help us explain this whole phenomenon. Emma, great to see you. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
All right, socialism on college campuses isn't new per se, but you say we're seeing something different today than what we've seen in the past. Explain.
Well, just recently, Scripps College, which is part of the Claremont University system in Southern California, hosted an event called Venezuela is Irrevocably Free. And they had several panelists at this event that were very sympathetic to Maduro's murderous regime and his dictatorship. And this is actually not a new thing at this college, and certainly not across the country. They hosted prior events last fall that were also very sympathetic towards Maduro.
Well, I'm sorry, Emma, let me stop you. What do they mean by Venezuela is free? What were they talking about?
Well, really what they're talking about here is that socialism is an ideology that helps people, and that single-payer health care and all of these programs that have been touted by Maduro's regime are something that we should let them sort out on their own. And really what this is saying is that socialism is something that is a good thing overall, and we've even seen a human rights professor at University of Pittsburgh say Venezuelans are better off under socialism. And really what this is it's a failure to understand the broader implications of this ideology, and also it's a failure to condemn a dictatorship.
All right, here's what one college student who led a socialist group on campus had to say back in October of 2017, quote, "By losing an election to Donald Trump, the Democrats demonstrated that they aren't the answer." Do you think the hatred of these college students towards President Trump is blinding them?
Certainly. And if you've looked into polls recently, actually more Democrats favor socialism than capitalism. And what this shows is that people are college students have been taught to dislike Trump so much that they think swinging the complete opposite way to a completely different ideology is the answer here. But really what these students should be learning in school are all of the things that we know about socialism, which includes the millions of people who have died under these ideologies, under Mao and under Lenin. These are very harmful ideas, and while it might sound nice to a college student to not have to pay for their health care or for their school tuition, what they don't understand and what they're not being taught is that there are dark sides to this ideology when you give too much control to the government, which, as we know, is always prone to corruption.
Yeah, somebody has to pay for it. Now, Campus Reform went out and asked students about the Green New Deal, the Democrats' radical proposal to end climate change in a very short amount of time, supported by many of the 2020 Democratic candidates, some of the mainline candidates. The students appeared to side with the concept until they learned about some of the specifics. Let's take a look.
Anything that would reduce our dependence on fossil fuels is really important.
I definitely support this movement.
Some of the things in the plan I want to get your opinion on. So the plan says within 10 years we're going to completely outlaw coal, natural gas, and oil. So gasoline, anything like that in 10 years.
I don't agree with that. To be honest with you, I think we need those things to live.
I do not think it is feasible in 10 years. I don't think that would be something that would be able to be done in such a short amount of time.
So, Emma, when you take a look at this, clearly these students are not learning about the Green New Deal. They like it in theory, but when the details are presented to them, they don't know what's in it.
And this is something that we see a lot with college students, is that they hear an idea. The Green New Deal sounds like something wonderful. If you're a progressive student, they love the idea of fighting climate change, which they've been told is very pressing and a big issue of our time. But when you actually press them on the details and say, hey, would you guys rather take high-speed railways, which will take twice as long as a flight, and have airlines become obsolete? And they say, no, we don't want that. And really what students
they don't realize the how inconvenient these changes really will be for their lives and everybody's life. Emma Meshell, great to see you. The website is campusreform.org. Thank you so much for your time, and look forward to having you back again real soon.
Thank you.
Thank you, Emma. All right, that's going to do it for this Monday edition of Newsmax.